All-star players like Sidney Crosby, Jonathan Toews, John Tavares, Alexander Ovechkin, Patrick Kane, and Tampa Bay's Steven Stamkos are among the NHL's best and leading goal scorers. These players have proven themselves to be among the top of the league's best players. But how do they compare to other notable players from the past? In the last 10 years, we can see notable players such as Alexander Ovechkin, Sidney Crosby, and Steven Stamkos taking the title of NHL's leading goal scorer at the end of a regular season. Going as far back as 20 years, we can see legendary players like Mario Lemieux, Pavel Bure, and Timo Solani being the NHL's leading goal scorers. But how do they compare to the rest of the NHL's history? Going all the way back to the NHL's first recorded season, before the NHL became the NHL, Joe Malone from the Montreal Canadiens scored 44 goals. He was the highest goal scorer of that season and retained that record of 44 goals for some time. Cooney Wayland from Boston came close with 43 goals in 1929. However, it wasn't until 1944 when fellow Montreal Canadian player Maurice Richard would beat that record of 44 goals. He scored 50 goals and was later honored with having the Maurice Richard Trophy made in his name. The trophy is given to any player that at the end of the regular season that has the highest goals in the league. The reason why this trophy was made to honor Maurice Richard was because he scored 50 goals in 50 games. It'd be the equivalent now of someone like Alexander Ovechkin scoring 82 goals in 82 games in a regular season. Maurice Richard held that record of 50 goals only for a brief period of time. Other players like John Beliveau and Bobby Hull in 1960 and 61 tied Maurice Richard's record. Players would later beat that record, but it wasn't until in 1970 with Phil Esposito of the Boston Bruins that he absolutely crushed it. He scored 76 goals in one season and was the NHL's leading goal scorer for 6 seasons consecutively. No player had done this up until that point. But that would be short-lived, as Wayne Gretzky would come along. In his third season in 1981, he scored 92 goals and set the new record. His second best season was 87 goals, and it was still a record at that. Players like Mario Lemieux, Brett Hull, and Alexander McGillney and Timo Solani would rival only Wayne Gretzky's second best season. The closest anyone has come to Wayne Gretzky's second best season is Brett Hull with 86 goals. After 1992, we can see that the goal scoring has declined significantly. The plateau from 1981 to 92 begins to dip. It is until the resurgence after the NHL strike in 2004 that we see the scoring has begun to increase again. Players like Steven Stamkos, Alexander Ovechkin have both scored over 60 goals. This surpasses the average of about 50 in recent times, though they do not compare to Wayne Gretzky's all-time record of 92 goals. So how does this correlate to Stanley Cup wins? Well, it is unlikely. Even with the league's leading goal scorer, a team is not necessarily guaranteed to win the Stanley Cup. Players like Maurice Richard and Phil Esposito on their milestone achievements have won, but Wayne Gretzky did not win with his 92-goal season or his 87-goal season. He did win 2 years back-to-back in 84 and 85, but since then, the only player to win both the NHL leading goal scorer and the Stanley Cup was Sidney Crosby in 2009. So what does this mean for the NHL's scoring future? Well, as we can see, right now, Tyler Seguin is the NHL's current leading goal scorer with about 21 goals. He is on pace to score about 58. In the next 10 years, the goal scoring is predicted to go up, but it won't be as high as Wayne Gretzky's record-breaking 92-goal season.